Today we are going to discuss about chapter 8 for class 9, that is motion. So in motion chapter we have discussed so many physical quantities. So we can discuss it in the form of a mind map. So motion. So first we discussed about the motion. Motion means generally we call it movement, right? Generally, if anybody says that motion means movement, but according to physics, we have a particular definition. An object is said to be at rest when it changes its position with respect to its motion, right? Changing of position, I am writing in short form, changing in position with respect to its surroundings. That was the definition, right? On the other side, we discussed one more physical quantity, that is rest, opposite to motion. So in rest, we can say that when there is no change of position with respect to surrounding, that means if a book is lying on the table, it's there only. At 10:50, 11 o'clock, 11:15, 11:30, we were observing and that book was lying on the table. So it means that the book is at rest, right? Okay. Now to describe these motion, we need some physical quantity that is to describe motion, right? We need two physical quantity. One is distance, right? And another is displacement. So what is distance and displacement? Distance is total path covered, right? We can write total path covered during motion, that is distance. SI unit is meter, right? And there is an instrument which is used to measure, that we call it odometer, right? We can write it to measure. How we can measure? To measure, we need odometer. And for displacement, it is the shortest and straight line. This is the necessary condition, that shortest and straight line path covered during the motion. SI unit for displacement is also meter, but we are not having any instrument used to measure displacement. Distance के लिए जो odometer है, that you might have seen in the vehicles, it's present there like this. Vehicles के अंदर कुछ इस तरह का हमारे पास होता है वो speedometer, right? Here it's mentioned 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. That is kilometer per hour, right? This is speed. Apart from this, here we are having one more meter, right, which showing 2, 739. This is our odometer, right? Which this tells the distance we covered. That is odometer. Okay. So distance and displacement. There are some specific condition for distance and displacement. That distance can never be zero for a body in motion, but displacement can be zero for a body even in motion, right? So this is the one specific point you can say about for displacement can be zero when initial means from where the journey has started, when initial and final positions are same, then we call it distance. Displacement can be zero, and distance and displacement will be equal when a body moves in straight line without changing its direction. That from A to B is going, so A to B is going, then at the in this condition, like body starting from here, this is A, this is B, going from here to here. In this case, this यहाँ से this is initial position and this is final position, right? The body is not repeating its motion. That means going from starting from here and then ending at this. In this case, distance and displacement will be equal. Okay. Distance is a scalar quantity because it does not depend upon the direction, but displacement is a scale vector quantity because it depends upon the direction. That means if you will reverse this direction, so AB, this is the meaning of vector. This symbol is vector. It's representing that body is moving from A to B, right? And a vector quantity, if you will write BA, then it will be minus, negative. This is the main difference between scalar and vector. Because scalar quantity का meaning है कि अगर AB, this is a scalar quantity, इसको BAB लिखोगे तो there is no change. But if you are changing the direction in a vector quantity, it will negative. Okay. Then after this, we have another quantity that we call distance traveled by a body per unit time. That is known as speed, right? Speed. To measure, when you need to measure, then we can measure it with the help of speedometer, right? SI unit, meter per second, right? So then we are having different types of speed. One is uniform, second is non-uniform, right? Third is average, and fourth we have instantaneous. Right? Now if we talk about uniform motion means a body starts its motion from this point, then this, then this, then this. मतलब A, B, C and D. This is 5 kilometer. This is 5 kilometer. This is 5 kilometer. Time is taken 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. So equal distances in equal intervals of time, howsoever small the intervals may be, then the body is said to be moving with uniform motion. Whereas if I talk about non-uniform motion, it will be just opposite to that. A to B, suppose it is 5 kilometer and it is 1 hour. B to C is 5 kilometer, but it's taking 2 hours. Then C to D, 2 hours, 6 kilometer. That means in this case, a body is said to be moving with non-uniform motion or non-uniform speed if it covers unequal distances in equal or unequal intervals of time. Right? Now in this, whether the distance can be different, time will be same, or the time will be different, distance will be same, or both can be different, right? So there is no issue with that. Okay, then we have average speed. Average speed can be defined as total distance upon total time, right? Now if I will say calculate average speed from A to D, so simply what we will do, we will simply add 5 plus 5 plus 6, 16 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 2, 5. 16 divided by 5 kilometer per hour. That will be the average speed. Okay. Instantaneous. Look at very carefully instant. Instant means what that time. Right? So speed at any time. Like you are going on a scooty and at any moment you just look at the speedometer and the speedometer reading is 70 kilometer per hour. This reading will be beta your instantaneous speed. We are not calculating. It cannot be calculated. It can be observed only. When you will look at the speedometer at any time, right? That will be your instantaneous speed. But if you calculate, I started at 9 o'clock, I reached there at 10:30, and the distance is 25 kilometers. So when you will divide 25 divided by time, so that will be your average speed, right? Generally, we go Bathinda to Chandigarh. This is 200 kilometer, and it took 4 hours course. Right? So average speed kitni ho jayegi? 200 divided by 4, that is 50 kilometer per hour. Or we can say if you will move at 50 kilometer per hour, then you will take 4 hours to reach Chandigarh. But when you will move with different speed, 100 kilometer per hour, so maybe you can reach in 2 hours. But more speed is dangerous. Okay. There is one specific point for speed. Okay, distances can be in kilometer per hour. You can convert it into meter per second, right? How? By multiplying by 5 by 18. You can simply convert. If it is given 90 kilometer per hour, usko 5 by 18 se multiply kijiye, you will get 25 meter per second, and vice versa. And when you have to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, then you have to multiply it by 18 by 5. Okay. That is all about speed. Right? Then next we have displacement upon time. यहाँ तक ले जाते हैं इसको, so it will be velocity. V for velocity, V for vector. As for speed, as for scalar. So speed is a scalar quantity because it depends upon scalar quantity, distance. Velocity is a vector quantity because it depends upon vector quantity, that is displacement, right? Then we can say about displacement upon time is equal to velocity or rate of change of displacement. So displacement per unit time. Then again the unit, if I talk about unit is meter per second, right? Unit is meter per second. And then again we have some types of velocity. One is uniform. Another is non-uniform. And third is average. Uniform, average, and non-uniform. So uniform velocity will be same as uniform speed. There is no difference. A small difference is that you have to change the distance by displacement. That means a body is said to be moving with uniform velocity. Right? A body is said to be moving with uniform velocity if it covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time, however small the intervals may be. That is uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity. Same way, again, you can replace distance by displacement or distance in a particular direction. Anything you can write, that will be your non-uniform velocity. Then we have average velocity. Average velocity is not same. It will be written as, we know that when we have to calculate in average of any number, we use initial value and final value. So initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. Initial velocity we write as u and final velocity we write as v. So u plus v by 2. This is the average velocity. Right? So dear children, but I would like to tell you one more formula, because in some numericals, velocities will be given. Right? Then we will use simply this formula. But if velocities are not given, then average velocity can be written as displacement upon total time. Displacement upon total time. Right? In your NCERT book, there is a numerical on this displacement and total time. Let me tell you how the numerical will be. Suppose the body starting from A, then it's going from A to B, then again C, then it's coming back to B. This is our initial position, right? This is our final position. Okay, right. Now let distance, this distance will be 20 kilometer or 20 meter we take. This is 10 meters. Now the question is, you have to calculate average speed and average velocity. Okay. So time taken for A to B, we can say 30 seconds. Right? Over here we are saying that B to C 10 seconds, C to B, sorry, and B to C is taking 15 seconds. Let it be time. So now if we will see the average speed formula, total distance upon total time. So average speed के लिए we can simply put up the values. So what we will get, average speed will be equal to total distance. 20 plus 10 plus 10 because 10 meters है वो तो सेम ही रहेगा C to B भी और B to C. Total time 30 plus 15 plus 10. It will be 40 by 45. That you can calculate average speed, right? This is our average speed. Okay. Now, if we want to calculate average velocity, so for average velocity, you can see here there is no velocity is given. But initial or final velocity is not given. So which formula we will use? We will use this formula. We will avoid this because there is no initial and final velocity. Okay. So put up the values. Displacement. Now, what is the displacement here? Because body has started its motion from A, then goes to B, then to C, then to B, coming back to B. So displacement is the shortest and the straight line path between initial and final position. Initial and final position के बीच में shortest and straight line. What is the shortest and straight line? AB. So displacement is average velocity we are calculating. Displacement is 20 divided by total time, but the time will be taken total. It's not mean that you are taking displacement from A to B, then you will use the time only 30 seconds. No, you will consider the total time it took to reach at that final position. That means 30 plus 15 plus 10. Here also it's 55. So it will become 55 meter per second. Right? So this is the way to calculate the numericals related to average speed and average velocity when in the same numerical both are asked. Right? So there are a lot of numericals based on average speed and average velocity, displacement, distance that we will discuss, particularly only the numericals with the help of mind map on the discussed topics like distance and displacement, average speed, average velocity, that how the numericals can be there in the exams, right? So for today, that is all from my side. Rest acceleration and velocity time graph and the equations of motions are left that we will discuss in the next lecture, right? Thank you so much. Bye.